friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into their current thoughts about you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Orion's Animal Tarot, alright? And pile number two is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose Orion's Animal Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pile one. Pile one's person's current thoughts about pile one right now, please. Current thoughts. Let's take a look. We've got the Chariot, we've got the Empress, we've got the Five of Wands, Nine of Swords. Oof, what's going on? There's definitely been some kind of conflict, some kind of fight between the two of you. It could be a verbal one, could be maybe a passive-aggressive one. I am getting there's definitely some kind of conflict between the two of you, which has led to an internal conflict within your person as well. Your person feels like maybe things could have gone a different way between the two of you, or at least they're hoping that things could have gone a different way between the two of you, but it looks like however things have ended or however the fight ended, your person, they don't feel good about it right now. Their current thoughts are wholly focused on what went wrong between the two of you. There is a desire to move past what's gone down between the two of you. There is a desire to kind of talk things out with you, kind of let you know where they were coming from, kind of calmly talk things out. But at the same time, they also understand that both of you have to be in an energy to communicate that way. And right now, your person feels that there is just so much of pain and anguish within them that they might not be in the best energy to come forward. So your person might be taking some time to cool down. I don't necessarily see a no contact and or separation, though for some of you, I can see that maybe the no contact has been going on for quite some time. For others of you, it feels like the fight just happened yesterday and both of you are just probably taking some time to cool down. So I'm getting varied situations, but the energy for all of you remains the same, that your person's taking some time to cool down because they know that they have to approach this situation with more love, care, concern, kindness, compassion in their heart rather than the anger and the anguish that they are feeling right now. So a lot definitely is going on in their thoughts right now. There's pain. I feel a lot of pain, pile one. I feel a lot of pain coming through from your person because there's something about what went down that your person's not happy about it at all. And frankly, it's made them afraid that maybe there is no future between the two of you, or maybe both of you might not be able to come out of this situation in the best possible way. They are trying to have hope, but it's more, at this point, it's more logical thoughts. It's more of their rational thoughts, because if they were to tap into their emotions, it's going to be very, very painful for them. Definitely want a change in the dynamic between the two of you. They definitely want to come forward, but now's not the right time. And it looks like even you might also not be in the right energy. At least this is what your person perceives. But there is slight hope coming through, and your person is definitely tapping into their intuition about when is the right time to come forward as well. So there is a little bit of spiritual guidance that your person is receiving. I can see that as well. But right now, kind of taking time to just kind of be by themselves and just kind of think about what went down, what actually was the problem between the two of you. And it's more of rest period right now that your person's going through. Can you clarify the 5 of Wands right now for me, please? 8 of Wands, look at this. Your person, very, very, how do I say this? It looks like there could have been a better way to handle the situation. It looks like your person could have been tactfully, your person could have tactfully handled the situation, but they didn't. All right? And so that led to an even worse breakdown between the two of you. It looks like there could have been a better way, and your person's realizing that, and they're realizing that in order to, it's not about avoiding conflict, it's just that there was a kinder way to put things across, and your person didn't tap into that at that point in time. They mostly tapped into their ego, their anger, which is why things are much worse than what they should have been or what could have actually happened between the two of you. Your person definitely feels a little bit trapped right now. It kind of feels like these arrows kind of feel like their own words, and they've kind of, the way that they handle the situation, they've kind of put themselves in a box, because now the only way to come out of the situation that both of you are in is to tap deeper into the love that both of you have, because it looks like logic, rationale, or even like the thoughts that they're having about this connection, it looks like it can't really bring both of you out. It has to be that energy of love that is going to bring both of you out of the situation, because just that much has gone down between the two of you. But they know that they've kind of put themselves in this situation right now, and there's a desire to kind of get themselves out of it, and more importantly, get both of you out of it. So yes, this person does care a lot about you, Palwan, but right now their thoughts are more focused on what went down between the two of you. Clarify the 9 of Swords for me, please. Yeah. Person's really, really reflecting on how they said something, you know, because the quote that's coming in my mind, and it's not really a quote, it's more of a phrase, but I'm probably not going to say it the most eloquent way because I'm channeling, but it's kind of like, there's a way to be honest as well, right? Honesty, if you just say what is in your mind because you want to be honest, and it's really, really hurtful to the other person, then that's not a healthy way to go about it, right? You can be honest, but at the same time, you can be kind and compassionate, and that's what your person is understanding right now. Yes, it's not that they should have hidden what they wanted to say, or it's not like they should have been diplomatic. No, none of that. But there was a way to say it, and your person didn't use that way. Instead, they were very harsh, very brutal, and they are understanding that they could have put it in a way that factored your feelings and catered to your feelings as well. So there's a lot of introspection that's going on with your person right now, like, okay, I shouldn't have said this, but I could have said it this way. It's not about removing what they wanted to say, no, because your person feels that what they said was necessary for both of you, but they understand that there was a better way to put it. All right, I hope that makes sense, Palwan. And so now they're kind of understanding, they're kind of going back about what went down between the two of you, and they're kind of rephrasing in their mind what they should have said instead, or how they could have put it, what is the shift in the energy that they could have had in their communication. So that's more of what's going on in their thoughts right now. Frankly, they're very, very exhausted because this has just been going on. Like, you know, every time they think about what they said, they kind of cringe within because they know it wasn't the right way to say it. And then they're like, I wish I said it this way. I wish I said the same thing, but just in this energy or in this tone or using these words, or, you know, just added more sentences so that you could feel secure. You could feel, you know, their love coming through, because right now it feels like both of you, you're more focused on the words and what went down between the two of you rather than the love that exists between the two of you. And your person understands that it wouldn't have been so if only they had been a little bit mindful of how they said things between the two of you, the energy from which they were coming from. So there's a lot of introspection, there's a lot of realization about their thoughts that is going on right now, especially about this conflict, about this fight that went down between the two of you. All right, let me get one advice for you. One advice for Pawan, please. The advice coming through, Pawan, is if you wish to start the conversation between you and your person, like you want to be the person to reach out, you can absolutely do so, but be mindful of the energy that you're in. All right, the energy that you're supposed to be in needs to be aligned. It's more about resolving the issue with kindness and compassion rather than just who is right or who is wrong. All right, so there needs to be that balance that yes, there could be certain aspects of it that you are wrong, certain aspects of it that your person's wrong. And so yes, it's important to look at that perspective as well, but it's also important to make sure that you are coming from a place of wanting to resolve this in a healthy way, wanting to resolve this conflict in a healthy way. And until and unless you are in that energy, don't reach out to this person. But if you find yourself in that energy, you can absolutely reach out to this person and treat the situation with just and fairness. That's the message that's coming through. So that also means taking responsibility for your actions, taking responsibility for where you could have probably misunderstood something, or maybe you could have acted in a more healthy or a more aligned way. So it's not just looking at the other person with like a balanced perspective. No, it's also about looking at yourself as well. Maybe you're being too harsh on yourself at one particular point. So how do you show kindness and compassion towards yourself? Maybe you were wrong about something, but you refuse to admit it. So how do you own up to your mistakes? So it works both ways. It's not about being too harsh about yourself. It's also not being too lenient. It's about that fine line that you need to walk on. And if you find yourself in that energy, you can definitely reach out to this person to resolve it, all right? But also just make sure that the other person is also receptive and they are also aligned to that energy as well. That might be something that you need to look into. But you can initiate. You can initiate if you feel that you are in that energy, all right? That's the message that's coming through. Pawan, I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pawan, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi Pal 2, for those of you who chose the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, this is going to be your reading, alright? But before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, Pal 2. The person's current thoughts about you. Pal 2's person's current thoughts about Pal 2, please. Page of Swords, Hangman, Two of Pentacles. Pause energy definitely coming through with the Hangman in this as a central energy. You might not be hearing much from your person. I don't see any conflict or anything between the two of you. It's just, I think that your person might be kind of going within, kind of taking time to rest. It looks like they've been quite busy for quite some time. It looks like they've been juggling their responsibilities. They've been kind of juggling a lot that was important to them. And it looks like it's done. I am getting more of finished energies of whatever it is that they were juggling, but at the same time, it looks like it's kind of taken a lot out of your person emotionally, physically, mentally as well. And so they're kind of just going within and taking some time to rest before they reach out. There is a desire to reach out to you, to talk to you, to kind of share their inner thoughts, their inner world. It looks like your person's really, really missing those conversations between the two of you. You are definitely on this person's mind, Hellooo. You are also in their heart as well. And frankly, they're wishing for themselves to be okay before they come forward to you. Your person wants to make sure that they come forward in an energy that is all of them rather than bits and pieces of them or weighed down versions of them. Not weighed down, varied versions of them. Yeah, right now your person's exhausted, Hellooo. Very, very exhausted. And frankly, it looks like whatever they were juggling, they have managed to do that. They have been successful about it. But they also understand that they probably have not given you the kind of attention and effort and energy that you needed. But they know that you are being very, very understanding of them right now. And frankly, that really touches their heart. For some of you, it could have been maybe responsibilities related to career. I am getting education. I'm also getting something related to maybe mostly career, mostly about a job, mostly about graduation as well is coming through for me over here. There's something about maybe studying is also coming through over here for me. But it looks like your person's finished all of that. They've wrapped it up. But maybe you might be wondering, okay, well, they've wrapped it up, but why haven't they come forward? But that's the reason. There's a little bit more that your person just needs to relax and just breathe out and kind of gain back that energy before they step forward and before they reach out to you. So right now your person might actually be sleeping a lot, Hellooo. They might just be, even in their own world or just being around nature as well. But yes, there are a lot of feelings. We did already get that, but there are very, very deep feelings. And frankly, your person's a little bit worried that maybe, you might be taking this the wrong way, that maybe they don't have feelings for you because they're taking so long to come in. But the truth is, you have their heart, Hellooo. You absolutely have their heart. And there's a lot of emotional depth to what they feel for you. But at the same time, they want to show you that, and they can't show you that in the energy that they are in. It's kind of like they'll reach out to you when they can give you their full focus, their full energy, and they want that. They don't want to do this halfway. There's some message coming through, and they don't want you to feel like you aren't having all of them. So they're gonna wait till they have all of themselves to come forward to you. They understand that you might be upset, but at the same time, you have been very, very understanding as well. And they know that this time they might have possibly pushed the limits on your patience and your understanding. And they're hoping that when they come in, they will be able to kind of make up for that. They will be able to show you how deeply they feel for you and how important you are to them as well. Yeah, your person a little bit sad right now, given that they are not able to come forward. It's also possible that maybe whatever they were going through, it might not even have allowed them to come forward as well. It could have just been like circumstances just working against them as well. And they definitely do feel out in the cold, so maybe you've also not reached out to them, maybe you've not sent them any messages, so they're wondering kind of where is your mind at and what you're doing and whether you're upset with them, whether you are understanding. Like intuitively, they know that you have been very, very understanding, but at the same time, I think that their fears kind of come in a little bit. There's also some aspect of them just wanting to kind of go within, hibernate right now. I'm getting massive hibernation energy. So just like going within and just kind of being by themselves. I don't think that this person's talking to anyone, let alone you at this point in time. And they don't feel ready as well to talk to any of you. It looks like whatever was blocking them from reaching out to you, it seems to be done, all right? The energy seems to be all wrapped up. But at the same time, your person's worried that maybe it might get started up again, and then they come to you and then it gets started up again, and then again their energy gets shifted in two places. So there's a little bit of that fear coming through, them double checking if really everything has been done, or if there's something pending yet. So a little bit of that double checking, making sure that everything on their end is wrapped up before they come up to you. It looks like it is. I think that this just might be a little bit of overthinking on their end at this point in time. And whatever heartbreak has happened between the two of you because of your person not being able to show their, their affection, their effort, and how deeply they actually feel for you, your person's actually heartbroken about it. So maybe your person hasn't been able to take you out on dates, or maybe both of you have not been able to meet. Maybe your person has not been able to send you messages, or they've just been so wrapped up in whatever was consuming their energy that they just haven't been there. And it actually hurts your person, pal, too. If you're wondering, well, does it even matter? Do they even care? The answer is yes, it does. And frankly, it's actually hurt them that they've not been able to be there for you the way that, you deserve, or the way that you might have expected them to. But on the other hand, I am feeling a change in their energy as well. Yes, I am feeling the change in their energy as well, that they are going to be able to give in more energy after a short break. It doesn't look like too long, but they will be able to give you more of themselves, because at the end of the day, you are someone who makes this person feel really, really happy. And without you, life actually feels so sad and empty without you. So your person, even in this time that they were away from you, it's not like they were having fun or they were, just happy. No, actually, your person was quite sad that they weren't able to spend time with you, because spending time with you makes them happy. Being around you, being in your energy makes them really, really happy. And so your person's understood that. And I feel that they always did know that. It's just that this separation, it feels weird to even say separation, because for some of you, it could have just been a few days of your person just focusing on something else. For others of you, yes, I am getting that it's been an extended period of time. And even during that, it feels like your person was just pulled towards you, but they didn't really know how to balance this connection and whatever it is that they were already balancing so much. But at the same time, they knew that if they were to just take that heartbreak for now, they would be able to have happiness later. So a little bit of your person understanding that, let me wrap up my things right now, and then I can give all of my energy to my person soon after. And it looks like they are coming in. How to? It does look like there is pause energy, yes, right now, but I am feeling that it is shifting very soon for you, all right? Let me get you one advice. Pal 2, advice please, advice for Pal 2. All right. Be fair to this person. That is the energy coming through. Be fair to this person, all right? See the situation for what it really is, and sometimes it helps. It helps to turn a blind eye and to just trust the other person when they say that things were really that bad for them, things were really that hectic for them. Sometimes I know it's easy to say, oh, if they wanted to, they would. It's easy to say, oh, but if they really cared, they would have balanced things out. But life doesn't work like that sometimes. Sometimes things can go out of control. Sometimes life happens and, you do get so wrapped up, so overwhelmed that you might not be able to give your attention to other aspects of your life, no matter how deeply you feel for the person, or no matter how happy that person or that situation makes you. So be fair when you are interacting with this person, and sometimes it helps to take your person's words for what they are, all right? So how do I say this? I don't know how to say it in the best possible way, Pal 2, but I guess what I want to say is, yes, there's a lot of advice out there about if they wanted to, if they would, but it's also important to understand that sometimes that advice might not be applicable to life, might not be applicable because it might not be very realistic. in certain situations. So see the situation for what it is, not what you thought it was. Try to see this person's point of view. Try to put yourself in their situation. And just because you would have been able to balance it doesn't mean your person was capable of doing that. You know, that's also there. Sometimes I feel like we get upset because we say, oh, but if I were in that situation, I would have been able to balance it. And then that fuels our anger even more, our resentment even more. But maybe this person isn't you. Maybe they don't have that capacity, you know, or maybe the emotional burden was too much on your person at that point in time. So see them for who they are, see them for their capabilities and not what your capabilities would have been in that situation. All right? I hope that makes sense, Patu. I really hope that that makes sense because it looks like whatever your person was going through was genuinely taking a lot of their energy, Patu. That's why it's coming through. The message is coming through very, very strongly that see the situation from their point of view, not from yours, but from their point of view. All right? And then make your judgment call. All right, Patu? This is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. About you. Take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.